The doctor looked up at her patient. "Why such anger? Why do you feel God is to blame?" she asked. "Just watch the news. It's everywhere, like a black plague. A kid can't even get an education in school without fearing for his own life. God is everything. He owns the show. He's the puppeteer controlling our strings." David smiled. "So you believe that God is everything, even sin?" the doctor asked. "Yes. He is a creator of fallen angels, master over man, dwelling in all men's hearts. Therefore, he is just as much to blame. God himself claims in the book of Revelations that he is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, meaning he is all that is in between. There is no getting around this. He allows sin, he allows suffering and pain with the ability to change it, yet he sits there. He even confesses to making this world for his own pleasure, not our own." David continued smiling. "Do you still believe the devil is coming, that he'll start with the schools and work his way through the system to destroy our laws in hopes to enslave us? Well, David, is the devil still coming?" the doctor asked. David chuckled. "Oh, Doc, I don't believe he's coming. Nope, nope, nope. He's already here." The doctor felt a chill go up her spine, but she kept control of her emotions. "Okay, David, I'll play along. If the devil is here, then where?" she asked. At that moment, in the quiet room, she felt a huge hand clutch her shoulder. She turned slowly to find Lucifer smiling down at her with glowing blood-red eyes and jagged razor-sharp teeth.
"Greetings, Doctor. I'm right here."
Lucifer laughed. David stared at the beautiful female doctor. He hated her, but lusted for her as well.
"Satisfy your flesh. Do as you will with her, David. I have things to tend to. After you have finished, join me in the mess hall of the asylum,"
the angel of darkness commanded. The doctor was so frightened that she passed out. Moreover, at that moment, demons filled the building for the criminally insane, killing all the guards and taking over the building. David himself pounced on the doctor, squeezing her breasts and kissing her mouth hard, then ripping her clothes off. After it was all over with, he joined Lucifer and the demons. Lucifer had been waiting, for what seemed like an eternity, for this moment. This would be his first speech on Earth that would be to This would be his first speech on Earth that would be the outline plan to destroy humanity. Lucifer, however, did not want to just destroy mankind. He wanted the entire world's obedience. For man to bow down before him and take up arms against God. It would do him no good to simply destroy mankind. He needed to use humanity as his pawns. However, those who stood against him would surely die, but he was very sure that all would follow. Even if it meant torturing them, all he had to do was have a man willingly bow and bear his sign. At that very moment, he'd own that soul. At that time, 5 angels appeared before the demons and Lucifer. "Greetings, brothers. It's too bad we had to meet in this fashion." Interesting place to hold a meeting. On the other hand, it doesn't surprise us a bit, being that you're God's little basement lackey. This just goes to show that insanity and greed isn't a cure over time. The leader of the angels, Gabriel, insulted. The demons wheezed and growled, surrounding the angels.
"So what is the special occasion? Myself? I don't remember inviting you, Gabriel,"
Lucifer spoke. Gabriel looked all about him at the demons who were seeking to attack. I advise you tell your lower-ranking minions to back up out of my space. It's obvious they don't know who we are. I'd hate to start sending you all back to hell one by one, Gabriel threatened.
Get back or suffer my wrath,
Lucifer demanded. Who is this? David asked, shocked. Foolish mortal, I am one of God's chosen. I was one of the angels responsible for putting Lucifer and a third of heaven's angels into hell. It looks like I'll be doing it again very soon, Gabriel replied. Lucifer was surprised.
No, we are allowed 7 years to do as we wish. It is written. No one can intervene,
Satan replied. Gabriel smiled. No, I'm afraid not. You killed your Antichrist, the man who was to call upon the beast for power. And when you did that, you changed everything. On top of that, you allowed the Time Possessor to be exploited and destroyed. These mistakes will cost you.
No, we have chosen Fabian, son of Andrew, brother of Damien, to be the man who men follow. It is you who is mistaken.
Lucifer pointed at the angels. Wrong again, and to think you were God's most perfect angel at one time. It's obvious you're not keeping an eye on the playing field. Fabian was killed by some hoodlums from school he was teaching at. He had taken some students out on a field trip and was gunned down. So it's the end of the road for you, Lucifer. The angel laughed. The angels began bickering amongst themselves at the shocking news.
Silence! This is not possible. How can this be?
Satan growled. You know the old saying, when it's a man's time to go, and being that he died a man of good faith, there can be no resurrection except from his own blood. But the line is severed. You successfully killed off his father and brother, but even if they were alive, they could not bring him back, for they themselves are damned. You only have limited options, Lucifer. Gabriel spoke.
You must return in time and stop the death of Andrew and Damien.
Fuck! You must return in time and stop the death of Andrew and Damien. But it will be the last time you get used to the power of the Possessor. No more changing what has happened, what has been done. Play out the cards you've been dealt. Am I understood? Gabriel finished. Lucifer nodded. Gabriel and the angels disappeared into the sky. 5 miles away, in a field, the angel Gabriel landed. At that moment, the angel transformed into Gamora the Witch. She had succeeded in fooling the Prince of Darkness with a disguise, playing herself off to be the angel Gabriel. She was in relief to know that Lucifer could not see through her disguise. It was apparent that he was still weak in power from his arrival to Earth. Lucifer needed the souls of men to acquire the power he would use to attack God. It was because of her that Fabian died in the school crossfire, however. She knew that was her only chance to save Andrew and Damien. She was right about Lucifer unable to use the Stone of Time again after he changes the events one last time. She prayed that he wouldn't discover the opportunity to resurrect Fabian. Though Fabian was a good man, his faith had been very little.
Foolish witch, she thinks she can trick the Lord of Darkness with mere parlor tricks. Well, Gamora, I had planned on the rebirth of Damien and his father. In doing so, I shall bring back Fabian. But the funniest thing of all is that your life will end, witch. Consider it sparing time.
Lucifer sneered. How will you kill her, Master? The demon Abaddon asked.
It won't be me, Abaddon. Damien will.
The Prince of Darkness cackled. End of chapter 5.